My name is Vanessa. It's really nice to meet you in this way. Big congratulations on this win. Like, it was absolutely huge. How does it feel now that it's sunk in?
It still feels a bit surreal, but yeah, because like I said, I've been watching Edson Barboza for years, so to actually be in there and actually compete against him, it feels surreal. But it just shows that I'm heading in the right direction and stuff, and I'm happy to come out with a win, and I'm happy to come out relatively all right. You should have seen me like 5 days ago. I didn't look like this, but I'm healing up well.
Yeah, I actually have kept up in with your sort of progression of the healing, and it's incredible how fast our body heals. Like, it's insane. But was there a moment when you're in there with him? Because like I've heard other fighters say that sometimes when they get in there with a guy they've watched or a girl for so long, that there's a little bit of a moment where they're like, "Ooh, I'm fighting this person," and they kind of have to change and shift and be like, "No, no,
Mm,
I'm fighting a person, not."
mm,
They watched growing up. Was there anything like
mm.
that for you?
Exactly that, and that was my first thought when first walked into the cage. It was like it's real there, and I was like, oh shit, I'm fighting Edson Barboza, but and then it's like in my head, and then I thought flipped the switch. Then like it's kill or be killed in here. Like we need to take this guy out. So I just switched on from there. But yeah, there was a slight moment when he first walked in the cage that it was like, yeah, I'm fighting Edson Barboza.
It's so crazy. I remember Brian Ortega saying that against Clay Guida, that he was like, was a moment when he was like, hang on, this guy's going to take my head off. And
Yeah,
now we're fighting. So I
yeah,
could
that's
just
it.
imagine. But I mean, like, you
That's
put
it.
pressure on him for 5 rounds. How did that feel? Like, did you think that like your striking was going to be as elite as it was against someone like Edson Barboza?
Yeah, of course, and a lot of people that I train with know how so my striking is, and I've just never really got to show it too good because of the style of fighters I fought. Some people are backing off, and some people are wrestling. And Edson Barboza's perfect style to show it against. He come forward and he stood up and he didn't try to wrestle me. I wrestled him.
Yeah, you did get a few takedowns.
Yeah, yeah,
But I mean, like the pressure, I mean, you really did dismantle him, like the pressure you put on him throughout the whole round. I was thinking, how are they going to go 5 rounds doing this? But like you did. And I was so shocked as well, like just the amount that you hit him with, and he just still wouldn't go down. And
mm,
God, like you're still throwing and you're still putting it on him. And it just shows like the gas tank of the two of you. So, I mean, like it was really enjoyable to watch. Thank you.
yeah. Thank you. Do you know what? He's a legend, and he's been in there with the best of guys. So that's all experience that kept him in there. He's fought the best of people. He's gone 5 rounds before, and for me, I feel like I could have pushed the pace more. It's just that I've never done 5 rounds before, so it's like reserving energy. Do you know what I mean? Reserving. But there was times when I thought I can finish this fight here, and then it's just like, oh, but I've got another 2, 3 rounds. Do you know what I mean? So it's just like, yeah, it's just a learning curve for me, and I know that I can push for 5 rounds now. Now I've done it.
Do you think that's kind of like, well, actually, knowing that, we've got the Manchester card coming up, that would probably, if you could go on that, would be a 3 round.
Mm.
Do you think that now that you've done the 5 rounds, you could go further? It just is only going to push a 3 rounder to be like something insane. And who do you think that might be a nice little matchup if it was to come to fruition?
Yeah, I feel like I could sprint 3 rounds now. I feel like 3 rounds would be like a walk in the park now. Now I've done the five. Even like the training for the 5 rounds is just totally different. It's just like a mental battle. Them last 2 rounds, it just changes everything. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, I hope to fight on the Manchester card. It's always been a dream to fight in Manchester. It's very high up my bucket list as well. So anybody in the top 10, I'd love to fight in Manchester. Maybe Calvin Cater or Josh Emmett over 3 rounds would be a perfect fight in Manchester and a good one for the fans as well.
I had that on my notes as well. I thought someone like Calvin Cater is also a great boxer. I mean, he did
Mm,
get ragdolled by Aljamain Sterling, but he didn't really take a tremendous amount of damage. So I sort of thought
mm.
that would be a good turnaround and exciting fight. I mean, and I guess it shows who's kind of going to have the best striking in the division. Is that going to be you? Do you think so?
I think so. I think so. I feel like I bring like a different dynamic to this game that these guys have not seen before, and that's why sometimes when you watch the tape on me, I know a lot of guys think, oh, I can beat him. I can beat him. It don't look very special. But when you're actually in there with me and you feel like the feints and like the distance changing and the angles I make and stuff like that, everyone changes their mind and they think like, oh shit. Do you know what I'm saying? And that's what you see with Edson Barboza. I shut down his game. He landed a few kicks, but you didn't see him kick a lot because of the angles I was taking. Do you know what I mean? And the timing. And I just fought a smart fight, and I feel like I can do that against most of these guys.
Yeah, I think the way that you managed the distance, like you were close enough where he couldn't throw a kick, but you were further enough away that he couldn't land a punch. And the way that your
Hmm.
like your arms extended to land stuff, it was like you're hitting him, but he's out of your range, but you're definitely
Hmm.
perfect range for him. It was very, very interesting to watch. It was amazing.
And he's actually got a longer reach than me. He's got 75-inch reach.
Wow, honestly, it literally did. I thought like you had like these like supersonic hands. It was just like you know, just like extending out. It was
Yeah.
super funny. Um, Okay, so I mean, another thing you've talked about, you know, changing your name from the Miracle to the Iceman and all these different things that are coming up. And I don't want to make you repeat your life story again and again and again for everyone, even though it is pretty amazing. But how do you feel that those like near-death experiences and the life that you've had these pivotal points over the last sort of decades each time has sort of
Mm.
changed the way you are as a human and as a fighter? And where you are now, do you think that it's served its purpose and that's why you want to make this transition, or how has it got you to this point now?
Feel like it had to happen at that time, and I feel like it's a blessing that it happened. It might sound crazy, but I'm actually happy it happened because it's shaped me into the person I am today. It's put me on the path I am now, and I feel like the qualities I've learned from like them experiences have propelled me, and it's given me like a different motivation as well, to do better and achieve more. And it's just like I don't take my days for granted anymore. And even like with the bike accident in 2022, before that I was just like taking fights here and there and just like not really grateful for my career and where I am. And I know that a lot of people would love to be in my position, love to be in the UFC, love to be fighting. And I was like probably ungrateful for that. But like since I had that accident, it's like I'm grateful for where I am, and I'm pushing and I'm grinding every day to be better. But with the name change, I'm kind of like in two minds. But it's like the miracle that like attaches me to like a negative, I believe. But obviously it makes sense. But yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you need to just come up with something completely like different, like in between, something that encompasses like the Iceman and the Miracle together. I don't know, like
Yes,
come up with something.
yes,
We've got to get creative. So put it out there, get creative. Let's come up with a different name because
yeah.
like I think like those kind of moments, like sometimes you need something that's going to be equally as impactful to propel you to that next point. And maybe you just need to keep having near-death experiences to keep pushing you to like
No, thank you. No, thank you. I feel like I've had enough. I feel like I don't need that anymore. I've got enough. I've got bags of motivation, and no more near death experiences,
so
please.
please God, I'm grateful. I promise you I'm grateful. I'm motivated.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
What do you think? I mean, I reckon you've probably got about maybe 2 or 3 good wins before getting you into like a title contention.
Mm,
If we were to say maybe like Calvin Cater, I was thinking you've got like Josh Emmett, Calvin Cater, but then you've got maybe Yi Rodriguez, Brian Ortega. Maybe if you could get
mm,
just
mm.
2 of them good wins, I think that would put you in sort of title contention. How do you feel about that sort of path, or do you have a different one?
You like that excites me. Even you just saying them names excite me, and they kind of making my adrenaline start kicking. They're great matchups, and I feel like if I can go out and beat them guys, then you're ready for the title.
I sort of chose them as well because I thought stylistically, like they would give you some really good performances, like, and also
Mm,
they're big name. They're people that really people want to watch as well. So it'd be good for you. It's good for them. It's a challenge. I think your abilities and your styles would match up like really well as well. So,
mm.
I mean, I think that was nice. It's great that you're on board with that. But yeah, so um,
Yeah.
yeah, like you're saying, it's how you look. You were saying it's how you look against them that's going to make the difference, especially in the eyes of fans and also of the UFC.
Mm. That's
Okay,
it. That's it. Yeah, 100%.
Okay, well, I will wrap it up because I know that we have to, but I just wanted to get a few predictions if I could from you.
Yeah, of
So
course.
we've got like the Manchester card. Okay, so we've got Aspinall Blades.
Aspinall.
Do you have a way he might get that done?
I think he finishes the fight. It's a title fight, right? So it's going to go 5 rounds. I feel like Tom's got a crazy ability everywhere. He's good on the ground, good standing up. I feel like he'll finish the fight at some point.
Yeah, I don't see that getting out of the first, maybe early second round. I agree. Leon Binel.
Leon's another crazy talent as well. I feel like it's going to be the UK is going to keep the welterweight title at home.
Yeah, I do.
Sure.
I think he's surpassed Bilal now, so it is what it is. Okay, we got Paddy and Bobby Green.
Good fight. That's a good fight. I feel like that fight can go either way. I feel like it's a good fight. Depends where it goes. I feel like Paddy could submit him if he takes him down, but can he take him down? That's going to be the question.
Yeah, Bobby Green's got this style right now where he just seems to just like walk forward. He's like got no fear in the man.
Yeah.
Mikhaev and Cap.
Who?
Mikhaev and Manal Kape or Cap. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to say it.
Yeah, Cappy. Ooh, good fight. It's a good fight. It's a good fight. Makayev's got good wrestling, and obviously Cappy is a power striker, so it's a good fight. I don't know, 50-50 on that one.
Yeah, okay. Arnold Allen and I can never say Giga Chikade.
Chikadze.
I struggle. Forgive me. They're going to kill me for it.
Chikadze. Yeah, very good fight again. Another 50-50 fight, and I don't know, I don't know. It's hard to bet against Chikadze, but I also know the level of Arnold Allen, so I'll stick with the UK guy.
Yeah, I think so. I think the home crowd and everything's just going to bring home. I think they're going to level up, and I
Yeah.
think it's going to. I think they're going. I think we're actually going to get a bit of a sweep from it. And then lastly, McGregor Chandler. I've just got to get your prediction on that. That's it. I promise.
Do you know what? I just hope. I think McGregor should win the fight, but I just don't know if he's actually training or I don't know what he's up to. I seen some crazy videos on the internet yesterday, but it's like, I don't know. I hope he wins. I hope he wins. I want him to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like him to go out. I mean, I think he's got 2 fights left on his contract. It'd be nice for him to kind of go out with a bit of a on his shield a little bit. But I saw him partying as well, and I was like, oh, is this
And
Ryan?
Chandler's training hard for this one. Chandler's training hard. I feel like Chandler's very good for 1 round, and anything can happen in that first round. I feel like they're both very good in the first round, so I can't see it getting out the first round. To be honest,
Someone's
it's going
gonna
to be a
have
good fight.
yeah, that's what I think's gonna
Yeah, someone's
happen.
going out. Someone's
And
going out.
then they'll go over to the WWE and then McGregor will go off into the sunset or something.
Yeah. Sounds about right.
Oh, great. Thank you so much for your time. It's been a real pleasure. I might see you at Manchester, either in the crowd or fighting. Who knows? I hope so,
Yeah,
fighting.
yeah,
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 you do. Oh, and
yeah.
just one last thing. Sorry, is the nose broken?
The nose isn't broken. It's just badly bruised. But I was very scared because my nose was like crooked and stuff, and I was thinking no, because I've got a few friends that have had broken noses and they don't look too good. So I was just like I was hoping it's not broken and it's not broken.
Okay, amazing. That's great news. Amazing. So definitely looking more promising for Manchester then, which is great.
I'd say so. I'd say so. A bit more. A bit more.
Okay, great. Thank you so much for your time. Hope you have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you. You too.